right, so Brandon Royval first fought for the title late in 2023. He was game against Alexandre Pantoja, but he was not the better man. He talked a lot about patience going into that fight, and that has not been a staple of the career of Brandon Royval. At one point, I called him the most electric man in MMA. He is as offensive a fighter as we have in this sport. That is his bread and butter. He's got to get back to that here tonight. If he can beat this guy, a lot of people believe the UFC might turn him around quickly and get him right back into a title fight. Easier said than done, though, in terms of passing this particular challenge against this opponent here tonight. All right, here he is, my 2023 Fighter of the Year and the undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion, Alexandre Pantoja. Pro debut at 17 years of age in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Finally breaks through to win the undisputed UFC title at 33 years of age. He is as watchable and as well-rounded as any fighter in the sport. And in advance of his first title defense at our fighter meeting, he said, now the focus is getting my pound-for-pound due. I know I'm the best flyweight in the world. I'm out to prove that again tonight. But I want to show the masses that I can be the pound-for-pound king, and he might just be that guy. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. And now, one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Brandon Royval. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Alexandre the Cannibal Pantoja.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. Oh, well, there is something undeniably intoxicating about this Yas Island in Abu Dhabi, and we have got a great UFC live event for you here tonight inside the walls of the Etihad Arena, which opened its doors not all that long ago in 2021.
Yeah, it hasn't been open long, but big moments have happened. And you can tell the excitement of the crowd every time we fight here in Abu Dhabi. It's a tremendous environment, and the fights have always lived up to the expectations. Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
All right, there's the leg kick. You expected he would employ them heavily here tonight, and maybe the boxer wants to go back to the sweet science after that.
Yeah, he wants to box, he wants to look pretty, but this is mixed martial arts. You've got to use all of your tools. And by throwing those kicks, you are showing that this is an evolution of the fight game. We ain't boxing a squared circle. This is a mixed martial arts fight. Beautiful job.
How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these two men are throwing at each other. What a fun fight.
Yeah, hate to be the punch counter tonight. All right, so the Cannibal Alexandre Pantoja using his pressure to get inside, and now he gets the fight to the floor where he usually does his best work.
Yeah, he does a really good job of dominating you on the ground. And we have seen Pantoja overwhelm so many fighters in this area. He's a fantastic grappler. He's an overwhelming pressure fighter, and he is doing exactly that as we get to the start of this fight.
Great body kick there. Buries him with the straight. Nice job there by Royval. Both guys appeared to land there. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Stay strong. Still in this fight. Let's go. Come on now.
Whiffs on that offering. Oh, beautiful hook by Pantoja. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, beautiful jab there by Pantoja. Man, it's almost like how about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble chain.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Oh, big left hand.
There you go. There you go.
Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I could do that if I tried.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it. But if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground. Oh! Might get the TKO here. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for, because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Pantoja getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Oh! Massive kick to the head. Outstanding round, and another 5 minutes coming up. Both guys have absorbed a lot of punishment here tonight. Exciting fight.
You lost this round, so what you got to do is you got to outstrike this guy.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, DC, buckle up. Here we go with our next round. High number of kicks landed in the previous round, and he'll look to keep it going.
He'll look to keep winning the fight with his kicks. He's throwing high kick, leg kick, body kick. He's even throwing a couple spin kicks in there. This guy is so educated with fighting with his legs.
Oh, effective strike there by Royval. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
That one's not good. Nice strike.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
Look at him yank the head and land that beautiful punch from the clinch.
Oh, I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble. Missed the body there. Nice. Nicely done. That's a sharp hook there by Brandon Raw Dog Royval. Just missed with the leg kick. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. Beautiful punch lands. When he gets close and he throws, he lands.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round 2. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Let's go. Let's cut.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Nice hook lands. Well, you got to think he's happy with this performance here tonight. Essentially, just the way he drew it up, it's been a striking point.
It's like a fairy tale. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and his opponent isn't doing much to try and deter him and really mess with the game plan.
Oh! Huge kick to the head. Pantoja's got it. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
That kick blocked by Pantoja. As he presses forward with the combination there. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cutman's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cutmen in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Royval gets back up. Under a minute to go.
Big shot to the head.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Pantoja going for the takedown here, but he misses. Well, you had a picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Final seconds here.
That was lightning fast, that right hand.
10 minutes in the can. All right, so the round is over, and you see the Cutman not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The Cutman will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
All right, so as a result of one of those leg kicks, he is now limping. He hasn't been rendered a one-legged fighter, but his mobility has absolutely been compromised.
Well, you can check it right now. It's easy to see. You can see that this guy has struggled. You can see that he's very, very hurt from these leg kicks. Even checking the kicks now will not help because the damage has been done.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Oh, big left hand there. Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. His head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the butt that would end the night.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Pantoja's pretty swollen now in that jaw area. It doesn't appear to be affecting him all that much, but he's absorbed a lot of strikes to the head. Got to figure out a way to raise the guard and be more defensively sound. Oh, he's setting up an armbar now.
Arms in deep.
Oh, he's got a strong grip on that arm.
He's starting to extend the elbow.
No, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Brandon Raw Dog Royval.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, stay in there, buddy. Recompose. Use your footwork, and let's get focused.
All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
He's got to start throwing down.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the point.
Oh, big shots here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. He's setting up the armbar. What a tight armbar.
Oh, that is gonna do it. That's gotta be it. Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Remaining active here in his pursuit of the submission. Another attempt here. 15 seconds remain in the round. Pantoja's looking to lock up an armbar here.
Arm is very tight. He's got it locked in.
Oh, and there's the tap! Holy smokes! Your winner by submission!
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
All right, let's go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Alexandre the Cannibal Pantoja!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground,